Of Stockade FC versus Boston City FC. Thanks for joining us. This is Will Kuhns.
And this is Andrea Kahn.
And in a moment, we'll hear from our PA announcer, Jordan, who will make some announcements.
Good evening, soccer fans. Welcome to Deet Stadium in historic Kingston, New York, and to today's match between Boston City FC and your Kingston Stockade FC. Thank you for coming out tonight on this rainy day. We're just going to take a moment to go through the team records so far this season. Boston City FC has played 6 matches, resulting in 3 losses, 1 tie, and 2 wins. Stockade FC has also played 6 matches this season, resulting in 2 losses, 1 tie, and 3 wins. We're going to take a moment to thank our generous sponsors. Thank you to Dragon Search, Foursquare, Trailways, Radio Woodstock, Bread Alone, and Swarm. It's very quiet out there. Our ball boys today are from Red Hook Lightning U12 boys. And during halftime, all things permitting, we're going to have youth teams from New Paltz U12 Co-Ed and Marlboro Bobcats U9 facing off in several small-sided games. So something to look forward to. Thank you to our loyal Stockade FC drummers today from the Percussion Orchestra of Kingston, otherwise known as POOK. POOK is part of the Center for Creative Education right here in Kingston, New York. For more information, you can always visit cce4me.org. That's cce4me.org. More to come soon.
Well, and once again, thanks to everybody who is online following us on YouTube. We welcome you to contribute to the live chat there. We will try to keep an eye on it and respond when we can. Again, my name is Will Kuhns and my partner.
This is Andrea Kahn.
So as Jordan mentioned, Kingston Stockade comes into the match 3-2-1. They're actually tied on points for second place in the Northeast Conference with the Brooklyn Italians. And that would be good enough for a playoff spot, but we're only halfway through the season. And their opponent today, Boston City FC, is coming in with 7 points. So a win for them today would put them into a tie, a 3-way tie with the Brooklyn Italians and Kingston Stockade. So it's going to be a very interesting matchup. First of all, because of the rain, probably tell is coming down pretty heavy right now. But it's pleasant in terms of temperature. And we have a good crowd here, lots of umbrellas. And, I think one of the things, Andrea, that we were talking about before the game is this is going to be a real test of Kingston's defense.
Absolutely. This Boston team has a lot of skillful players, a lot of very experienced professionals, and so it'll be interesting. I would expect them to play kind of a possession game with a lot of footwork, but that'll be tricky in the rain, and the challenge for our defense when the ball is wet and skipping along on turf, how to control it.
Yeah, definitely ball control is going to be an issue today. And I think in a minute, Jordan will give us the starting lineup. So I'm going to let our PA announcer, Jordan, handle that. But, it's going to be a familiar lineup for those of you who have watched Kingston Stockade in the past. Pretty much the same starting 11 that we've seen. And some great news that we got this week about Michael Creswick.
Yes, well, as I was just reminded by you a moment ago, he is the NPSL Player of the Week from MITRE USA. So that's a great honor, a national award for
his
Creswick.
2-goal performance that we were here for last weekend. 2 goals and an assist in the 3-0 win against New York Athletic Club.
Yeah, he really had an incredible game, and so I'm glad he got recognized for that performance.
And I hope you all at home can hear the POOK playing the drums there as the teams come out onto the field with the officials. And a good round of applause from the fans.
Yeah, it looks like POOK is playing underneath a tent, so hopefully their drums will stay dry despite the conditions.
Nice to see our man Gregory Strong joining us again on the live chat. Welcome back, Gregory.
And if you also want to shout out, please type to us in the comments so we know that you're there.
Please rise and remove your hats for the national anthem and meet our performer for the day. Sarah Lakai is a local 7th grader with big musical talent. She takes voice lessons with a renowned Juilliard teacher and also plays the violin and piano. So please give a big Stockade FC welcome to Sarah Lakai. In the unlikely event of lightning or severe weather, the officials may pause the match. If that happens, seek shelter in your car or in a local uptown Kingston business. You can follow our Facebook and Twitter accounts at Stockade FC for updates on when the match will be resumed. If the delay lasts for more than an hour, the match could be canceled. We'll give you further updates as needed. In the meantime, let's get started with our Boston City FC starting 11. Number 1, Victor Scariot. Number 2, Guillermo de Souza. Number 3, Vilbrun St. Louis. Number 4, Gabriel de Souza. Number 5, Ronaldo Vieira. Number 6, Egberto de Silva Jr. Number 7, Jadilson Vieira. Number 8, Michael Bustamante. Number 9, Jonata Batista. Number 10, Homero Mores. And number 20, Samuel Batista. With head coach, Palena, assistant coach, Adair Carrero, goalkeeper coach, Fernando Lopez, trainer, Thomas Pasquarelli, and now our Stockade FC starting 11. Number 1, Steve Konechny. Number 5, Tom Steigerwald. Number 17, Jamal Simmons, our captain. Number 20, Phil Barrett. Number 25, Juan Gotti. Number 8, Matt Kozel. Number 10, Nick Von Egypt. Number 4, Dylan Williams. Number 24, Mattel Anasta. Number 7, Corey Phillips. And number 9, Michael Creswick. Our head coach, George Visvari. Our assistant coach, Rory Becker. Goalkeeper coach, Chuck Wilder. And player personnel, Dan and Nick Hoffe. Today's match officials are Lauren Dearman, Nathaniel Kishbaugh, and Chris Crocker. Enjoy the match.
So here we go. There's another clearing of the skies a little bit. Rain's still coming down, but not tremendously hard. The teams are lined up and ready to go. You've got Boston City and FC in blue with red shorts attacking left to right, and the home Stockade FC in the white kits with orange socks attacking right to left. One of our commenters asked who's favored. I think this is going to be a really even match, and I think despite the fact that Kingston has yet to give up a goal at home, I think that Boston City FC will really challenge them today. I think it'll be a great match, evenly played, if sloppy at times with the conditions.
Yeah, I mean, we know there's not at least going to be mud on the field. I suspect it'll drain pretty quickly on the turf, but I'm looking forward to seeing what our boys in white and orange can do today.
For those of you who don't know, Stockade FC played a road game on Friday. They lost that match 2-1 to the Rhode Island Reds. But again, they're undefeated and unscored upon in 3 matches here at Dietz Stadium in Uptown Kingston.
Yeah, so far this has been our fortress.
And as the first ball is played upfield, the captain for Stockade FC, Jamal Simmons, wins a header pretty commandingly. It'll be Tom Steigerwald to throw it in. Corey Phillips trying to win it there. He earns a foul. This is a good early opportunity here to get the ball into the box for Stockade FC. Looks like Matt Kozel on the ball. Serves it in. The header's from Corey Phillips. He was looking for his teammate Michael Creswick. It was a little too strong, and it goes out for a goal kick.
I want to give a shout out to our fans in Plano, Texas. I understand we have some people watching today. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, a national audience here on YouTube for the live stream of the game. Here's a through ball that Jamal Simmons is going to chase down, play it back to Steve Skonechny. Comes off the outside of his foot and out. It looks like it's going to be a throw, though, not a corner kick. Which is kind of fortunate considering it was a misplay.
Yeah, that bounced really crazy off his foot. You're going to see a lot of bad touches today, I think.
Yeah, really impressed, though, with the level here. When we were here last week for that 3-0 win against NYAC, this is semi-professional. A lot of these guys aren't getting paid. They are actually very good, though.
I was very impressed with the defense, especially.
Yeah, I know that the football lines are not ideal, but this is a brand new team. There's a ball into the center. It's headed out by Juan Gotti. Ronaldo Vieira heading it back in. And Kingston's able to clear. Throw in now for Boston. Egberto down the line. Here's Janata. Janata with a shot right at the keeper, and he's able to hold on. Steve Skonechny makes his first save. This punt goes upfield. Corey Phillips looking to bring it down. He flicks it on. Matellanasta running onto it. Now, once again, we have Janata dropping it back nicely for Romero Moraes. Egberto up the left side again. Corey Phillips is in, chasing this through ball down, but the young goalkeeper for Boston City, Victor Scariot, very quick off his line. He's just 18 years old and has only played one other game for them so far this season. He's just a new acquisition for Boston City, and very wise there to come out and play that ball with his foot. Here comes Boston City, switching the point of attack to the right side.
Juan Gotti made a nice defensive play to head it out of bounds.
Yeah, Samuel Batista, number 20, is the one there coming down the right side. Here we have Michael Bustamante. Nice footwork. Strong tackle by Gotti, but Boston City retains possession. Now here's Dylan Williams. He looks up the line for Corey Phillips, but the ball skips out of play. Here's Samuel, dropping it back. Ball goes out, and it'll be a Boston City throw. Number 2, Guilherme de Souza throws it in. Ronaldo, the captain, plays it off of Stockade FC, another throw. Michael Bustamante switches it over to Egberto on the left side. Big, long volley looking into the box. Samuel might get there, but no. Steve Skonechny wisely off his line and cradles it. Egberto intercepts that clearance attempt. This is definitely a different feel so far in the first 5 minutes. Here comes Jadilson, drops it back. Here's a cross, shot actually at the near post. And again, Steve Skonechny had to be ready.
Yeah, Boston City is really putting the pressure on, taking a lot of shots early. We're feeling the pressure here.
Ball up the left side looking for Matt Dom.
Juan Gotti with the ball, playing it back to the keeper, Steve Skonechny.
Thanks, Andrea. You must have noticed that I was looking at the cards below me. Boston City retreating. They're gonna. Oh, looks like we may have lost our feed. If you can still hear us, we're gonna keep talking. Okay, we've got a free kick down on the left side now for Stockade FC. Again, Matt Kozel looks to take it. Apologies in advance if we have any technical difficulties today. Obviously the weather, an issue here at Dietz Stadium. Here comes the service from Kozel. It's low, near post, cleared. Gotti tries to collect it. Ooh, he went down as if he was fouled. No foul called, and here comes Samuel. Sorry, that's Michael Bustamante up the right side. Oh, he's found Homero Moraes in the box. He's got it on his right foot. Shot blocked in front. Here's Samuel. His shot is high and wide. Woo. Dodged a bullet there. Juan Gotti wants to know why there was no foul called back at the other end of the field. The referee's hearing none of it.
Nice play from Michael Bustamante, a former New York Red Bull.
That's right. He played a couple games for the Red Bulls back in 2013. That's the first division of professional soccer in this country. So it gives you a sense of Bustamante's abilities. Long distance shot, again easily corralled by Steve Skonechny. If they're shooting from that distance, I don't think there's too much to worry about, but we've definitely seen a couple good chances for Boston City already, and not really any yet for Stockade FC.
Yeah, right now I think a shot like that's not going to get through Skonechny, but we're supposed to get some heavier rain in a few minutes, and that could have an effect.
Yeah, they are predicting more heavy rains here. There's a foul on Bustamante as he clattered into Matt Kozel at midfield. Long range effort, caught by Victor Scariot. He rolls it out to the right side there for Guilherme de Souza. Wilbur and St. Louis with a very good slide tackle. Now Creswick on the ball. His pass is intercepted. Telenasta. Guillermo de Souza clears it well down to Phil Barrett in his own end. He turns, surveys the field. It's going to look long. Looking for the flick on there, but he got too much of it. Michael Creswick did. Bustamante looking through. Here comes Hector Moraes, or Homero Moraes.
Yeah, well, this is a very different game than what we saw last week. Boston's attacking in waves. They have overlapping runs and are putting a lot of pressure on our defense.
And Stockade FC is going pretty direct, looking for either Michael Creswick or Corey Phillips on the longer passes. And they've got a couple free kicks. If they could get those chances, turn them into shots on goal, that would be a good thing.
Set pieces are the key.
Alexi Lalas would be proud. Here's a turnover in the back. Phil Barrett. Matt Kozel trying to clean it up here. Jonathan Batista's pass just intercepted by the captain, Jamal Simmons. Here's Kozel. Stockade FC really struggling to keep possession. In the early going here, we're now into the 11th minute. Wangati will let this run out for a throw-in. Again, we're halfway through the NPSL season here. It's a pretty compact season. There's another turnover. Bustamante putting it through. Here's Jonathan Batista into the box. Looking for help, dropping it back. Only Matt Kozel is there. He's able to chip it out to Matt Dom. Matt Dom now laying it back for Matelanasta, running at speed. He leaves it for Creswick, but a little too far ahead, and a good slide tackle there. From number 2, Guillermo de Souza. Barrett now looking for Dom again. Dom couldn't control it. It's out for a Boston City throw. Jadilson, number 7. Into Homero Moraes. The number 10. Very quick playmaker. We've already seen his willingness to get forward and become another striker. Good switch of the field here to Michael Bustamante. Bustamante tries to slip it through. But instead it's collected by Stockade FC goalkeeper Steve Skonechny.
I hope they'll take a minute, catch their breath, organize themselves, get ready to attack with better first touches, I'm hoping.
Jamal Simmons over to Tom Steigerwald, into Corey Phillips. He goes down, no foul. Moraes turns, chips it over the top. Janata trying to run onto it. Good defense by Wangati to win that ball. Really essential intervention there from Wangati as he was one-on-one with the number 9 for Boston City. Here's Matt Kozel powering his way through. Ends up on his foot again. But again, the Stockade just not able to connect the passes. Dylan Williams urging on his teammates, I think, probably to make simpler passes, find the open man. Wilbur in St. Louis drops it back to the teenager, Victor Iscariot. Bustamante turns away from Creswick. There's Jadilson. Egberto. This is that Brazilian style we were expecting to see. Lots of short passing, interchanging. Good movement off the ball. Here's a ball out to the wide right for Guillermo de Souza. His cross comes in. Phil Barrett is able to make the play. Here's Kozel. Kozel looking long for Corey Phillips. Skips out of play.
Yeah, I'm worried. Well, it seems like we only have one play right now, and that's the long ball.
Yeah, I mean, Corey Phillips is a great target forward. If they can get it to him instead of over his head, you know, I think he's good at holding it up and bringing his teammates into the play. Here's Liz Simmons. And Kozel. Back to Liz Simmons. Stockade FC settling down a little bit here. There's a ball on the ground to Phillips. He turns.
It's a great ball.
Shields off one defender. Plays it out to Mattel Anasta on the right side. Anasta now driving to goal. He takes a shot. It's blocked. Koza will recover. Chips it in. Kreswick with a header. It's off the post and in. No, wait, it hit the other post. It's not in yet, but now it is. Matt Dom not assuming anything. Matt Dom follows up, and we have a goal for Stockade FC. Boston City is asking the referee, the linesman, anybody they can for a different call. But what we had was a header from Michael Kreswick that hit both posts, did not cross the line, and came out, and then Matt Dom came rushing in to put it into the goal.
Unbelievable.
And I'm not really sure what the complaint is. Maybe they thought Matt Dom was in an offside position. Maybe, I don't know. But certainly Boston City didn't think that should be a goal. So very much against the run of play. We have a 1-0 lead for the home side, much to the delight of the fans here.
Pook has a little more energy now. The percussion orchestra of Kingston is celebrating.
And one thing I'll say, I know that it came off a block and back to Matt Kozel. He put a great cross in there for Michael Kreswick.
Number 22, Matt Dom.
Makes Matt Dom now the second player on Stockade to have more than one goal to his name for the season. He has 2 goals, and the only other player with multi-goals is Kreswick, our player of the week for NPSL.
That's right. What I was going to say is I noticed that the ball out of the back for Phillips was on the ground, which is really good. He checked back for it, and he was able to turn and control and find Anasta. Now Phillips is going to get called. That was a late challenge for him. The referee's going to give him a word of warning.
Yeah, the goal resulted from some really good passing and good first touches. Just what we've been hoping for.
Yeah, I think on this wet turf, the ball over the top in the air is really going to be difficult to wait appropriately so that your teammate can get to it. I think that pass on the ground when they can get it to his feet, like Corey Phillips or Michael Kreswick, that's going to be the one to look for. There's a slide from Wangata. He got a piece of the ball, but he also got a lot of the man. You could hear him yell, quick free kick now. Here comes D'Souza. He tries for the near post shot. It's up and off the football upright. The referee's now talking to Wangati for that challenge on Jonata Batista. For those who don't know, the Boston City FC coach, Palinha, is a former Brazilian national team player. He has 16 caps for the national team. He played for Sao Paulo FC at one of its strongest stretches ever in the early 90s. He won 3 Copa Libertadores titles, and in one of those tournaments, he was the leading scorer in the tournament with 7 goals.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah, so they've got a coach who really knows top-level soccer, and I think that's also why we see so many Brazilian players on this team. Not all of them, but a lot of them have a Brazilian passport. Matt Dom now fighting for possession. It looks like the referee has called a foul further back in the play. She let the play go on a little bit for advantage. Now is whistling it back. It will be Stockade FC with a free kick. Looks like the center back, Vilburn St. Louis and Matt Dom were maybe chatting with each other a little bit. Referee now going over to talk to St. Louis. This is almost the same spot from which Matt Kozel crossed the ball that led to the goal. But now, obviously, the whole Boston City defense is back and in position. So we'll see if they can still get a chance out of it. Referee now checking the spot. Tom Steigerwald is hanging out there on the right side all by himself. Just noticed him. But I think this ball will get crossed in the middle. 20th minute.
Got a drum roll here.
Yeah, the fans are getting excited. High lofting ball to the far post. It's over everybody's head. Corey Phillips is going to try to get there, but it was just off the mark from Matt Kozel. Once again, we're watching two teams that are in their very first season of existence, two clubs, and Boston City FC, really also off to a good start. I mean, 2-3-1 is nothing to slouch at here in the MPSL standings. Jadilson turning, picked off by Dylan Williams. He finds Steigerwald. Steigerwald down the line for Anasta. And the defender there on the play was able to play it off of Anasta and earn a goal kick for Boston City. We now have more than 100 people watching our live stream. Thanks everybody for joining us here on YouTube for the live stream of Stockade FC against Boston City FC.
We appreciate you watching and your kindness to your amateur announcer team.
Here on the right side is Michael Bustamante. Plays in for Jonathan Batista, Wangati. We'll turn him away. Stockade playing the ball on the ground out of the back. Something we had not seen much of in the first 10 or 15 minutes. Phil Barrett switches it now. Ooh, and it skips under the foot of Tom Steigerwald over there at the right back position. 22nd minute here at Deeds Stadium. Boston City attacking. Phil Barrett with the clearance. Quick throw in. Here comes the cross. It's settled there. Drop back for Guillermo de Souza. Cross into the back post. Samuel will gather it, but the flag is up. We've got an offside call against Boston City. Boston City FC is coming off of 2 straight losses. I would consider them one of those sort of backed into a corner type situations that they would come out pretty strong today, and they did. But Stockade FC was able to weather that storm. They received 4 shots, I think, in the first 15 minutes. All of them were fairly easy for Steve Skonechny to handle. And now Stockade seems to have settled in a little bit. Here's Corey Phillips taking the ball from Tommy Steigerwald. Nice defense from Vilburn St. Louis. And Corey Phillips' attempt to turn goes out of play.
That was a good pass to Phillips, but then I think he tried to do a little too much with it.
Ooh. Gabriel de Souza's clearance was blocked by Corey Phillips. It goes back to the goalkeeper, Victor Scariat. He's waiting for his team to push up. Here's Phil Barrett. Now Michael Kreswick falling back pretty deep into the midfield and letting Matt Dahm run up top with Corey Phillips. Kozel with a tackle. Omero Moraes with some nice footwork earns a throw-in.
I think sometimes even the players forget that the ball is not out of bounds when it crosses the football lines.
Yeah, there's actually a yellow line that is the sideline. It's a faint yellow line, the furthest one closest to the track for those of you watching.
If you're watching at home, just remember, if you think the ball's out, it's probably not out yet.
Here's a nice combination at the top of the box. Bustamante stands on the ball. Right-footed shot. It's deflected in front. Samuel is going to put it home. Where the shot from Bustamante was soft, but it hit off a Stockade FC defender and went right to Samuel Batista, who made no mistake from about 3 yards out. We have a tie game in the 25th minute.
Game on, Will. Game on.
Oh, yes. Was it off?
I think it was off, but now it's back on.
Now it's back on. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what I would have anticipated with the ease at which Boston City was moving through the middle third of the field. They were arriving a lot at the Stockade FC penalty area.
Boston goal, number 20, Samuel Bautista.
With a lot of support. They seem to always have a lot of players in the box and a lot of help.
Right. Somehow, Stockade FC is going to have to figure out how to slow them down through the midfield.
Or we could just score more goals.
That is a very good suggestion.
As my mom, Lori Kahn, always says, score more goals. That's the team that wins.
Here's Corey Phillips, top of the box. The shot veers off the outside of his right foot and out for a throw-in. Both the goals are scored on rebounds so far today. Here's Dylan Williams looking for some space. He spins. His cross is blocked. Homero Moraes with the play there. Stegerwald will throw it in. Williams flicks it on. So does Dom. Scariot dropped it. It's cleared out. And also booted downfield by Jonathan Batista. Barrett will head it back for Skonechny. And Stockade will reset. No one challenging there for Stockade. But they get the good fortune. Phillips blocks a clearance attempt. Dom with the turn. Flag went up on the far side. Not sure why.
I like the shake and bake from Dom there.
The old Shep Messing shake and bake. We love Shep.
We love Shep.
There's a flag up. I guess they're calling for an offside. Maybe Dom was offside on that blocked clearance by Corey Phillips.
That was a lucky bounce.
I see we have some Boston City FC fans joining us on the live chat as well in the stream. So thanks to those fans of this inaugural season for Boston City. Gatti and Batista battle. It'll be a Stockade throw here at midfield. Gatti looking long. Nice pass out of the back there. Bustamante turning. He finds Jadilson. Jadilson crosses it all the way over, looking for Egberto. He's got him. Now up for Moraes. Moraes keeps the ball in play. He's going 1v1 against Liz Simmons. Now 1v2 as Dylan Williams comes over to help out. Now Bustamante in the center. He plans a great through ball. Here's Jonata. He's in alone. He shoots wide of the left post. What a great pass from Michael Bustamante. Jonata Batista with an excellent chance.
And he was wide open.
It's looking like someone got a piece of that. I don't think it was the goalkeeper, Steve Skonechny, so the defender on the play must have deflected it because we've got a corner coming up for Boston City. Boston City cross comes in, headed out, and back in. Stegerwald will clear it. Wilburn St. Louis now. He's got an easy pass to Bustamante. Bustamante now crossing to an open man at the far post. This is Moraes. Good play there. Desperation play by Steigerwald, and he's given up another corner, but it was better than the alternative.
I'm starting to wonder if my New York Red Bulls should give Michael Bustamante a call, see if he might want to come back.
Yeah, Bustamante's really been all over the place. He's the number 8
He's
for
putting
Boston
the ball
City.
wherever he wants to.
Yeah, he's number 8 for Boston City. He's playing in a sort of a withdrawn midfielder there. Central midfielder. Kreswick was able to flick that on and out of play. It's Bustamante on the throw. Oh. Correction, he leaves it for Guillermo de Souza. De Souza looks like he's going to put a long throw into the box. Flick to the back post. Ooh, very close. Samuel Batista got there, but he couldn't direct it on goal. Jamal Simmons was there. It'll be a goal kick for Stockade FC. Nervous moments here. With the game deadlocked 1-1, the rain is starting up again.
This is very stressful to watch.
31st minute.
I'd like to see another Stockade goal soon for my blood pressure.
There's Samuel. Down the line for Bustamante. Phil Barrett on him. Bustamante now. Dropping it back. Egberto. Cross comes in. Moraes is there. So Steve Konechny. He falls. The rebound attempt is up. It's on the goal line. Wow. And we got a foul call. Tremendous play on the goal line there from Wangati. He saw Steve Konechny fall down and went immediately to the center of the goal. And sure enough, the rebound came to him. He was able to win the foul and also headed off his own goal line. Or we would have had a 2-1 lead for Boston City. There's a long ball across, looking for Janata. It's off target. Konechny controls. Here's Anasta switching over to the left side for a bit. Nice move by Kreswick to get away. Now Chip looking in for Dom. Ooh, good save there by Victor Scariot, coming out, handling a close range shot from Dom. Gatti does well to press, keep Boston City back in their own end. Boy, really nice nutmeg there from Michael Kreswick to open up the passing lane. There's a long ball over the top. Samuel is chasing it down. He's got Janata. He's got Moraes. His pass just goes right to Phil Barrett. Stockade FC central defender. Here comes Anasta. He's found Dom. Dom is going to flick it on first time, looking for Corey Phillips. That's not going to work. Dom now brings this one down nicely. Two guys on him. Kozel collects, sends wide for Williams. Williams now to Corey Phillips, top of the box. Close range, blocked by Vilburn St. Louis. Gatti wins the header. Here's Kozel. Moraes takes it. Again over the top on the right side. They're really working this right flank here. Janata this time. Janata on his left foot. Boy, Steve Konechny has a hard time holding it. Moraes was coming in for the rebound, pretty hot. And Konechny grabbed it just in the nick of time. That's what I was talking about with this turf. Ball bounced right in front of Konechny, could not hold on to it. Phillips takes a tumble. Dom shielding off. No problem for Boston City. '34th, almost 35th minute here. Kozel turns. Chips it for Dylan Williams. He nods on. looking for Steigerwald, but it runs out of play.
Well, I don't know if you see this, but it looks like Skonechny is playing pretty high right now.
Yeah, he's way off his line, I think, because of that long ball threat. I mean, what we've seen from Boston City is a real mix of attacking options. But now, Stockade FC has earned a corner kick. Probably have to take advantage of these opportunities. Matt Kozel on the ball. Steigerwald's running in. We'll center it. Phillips is up. Won by Boston City, and here comes the counter. This is Bustamante. Now Janata. Bustamante. Back to Janata. Very well worked on the right side. Janata, another hard shot. Low, far post, but just maybe 2 feet wide.
I'm a little worried about Tom Steigerwald on the right side. I rarely see him ball side when he's defending. It seems like he's chasing.
Well, and here on the left side too, Wangati is getting beaten over the top and on the ground. It's really just really good ball movement from Boston City at this point. I think Stockade is going to have to figure out a shape that allows them to slow the attack and not let them have so much time and space. Boston City has a 3-5-2 essentially lineup here with everyone in that midfield good on the ball. Here's Morais looking for the back heel. Jadilson. Kozel controls. Steigerwald looking long. Easily cleared by Gabriel de Souza. With about 10 minutes left in the half here, I'm going to point out that a team doesn't just spring up out of nowhere. It takes a lot of volunteers. We really appreciate everyone that's helping make this live stream possible. Our producer, Dan Stone, the operations manager, Kale, obviously our counterpart, the MC, Jordan. Lots of people just volunteering to be here.
And of course, our cameraman on the roof, Chris Short.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of rain. We do have a little tent for him. Here's Morais. He's got Samuel. Phillips looks frustrated, tired of all this possession from Boston City. Comes back and gives a hip check to Morais.
I'm also tired of all this possession.
It's nice soccer. It's just the wrong team.
It's true.
Yes, we are homers.
Absolutely.
If you want to watch the Boston City FC live stream, you could probably hear the other team's commentary.
Our live stream, our commentators.
Here's Egberto. Barrett heads it down. Anasta, Creswick, and now Gatti. This is really interesting to see how far back Michael Creswick is playing now.
Yeah, I was going to say, is he now a defensive mid?
I mean, they certainly sent Matt Dom up top a while back.
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to, he's probably in there to try to slow that possession. But, well, Dylan Williams gets it out to Dom. Can he save it? He gets around it, but controlled in the back there. Very well done from Gabriel de Souza. And he even finds Morais up on the left side. Good steal from Kozel.
Speaking of Michael Creswick, I think he's a good player to try and use in a more defensive position. He's 27, he's very experienced. And not only does he have a bunch of goals this season, he has 2 assists. So he could be playing it out of the back and making a goal happen.
Yeah, it's really interesting, though, because, you know, with those kind of numbers, you'd think you'd want Creswick as close to the goal as possible. But different needs today. Samuel really run hard. Shoulder in the back there from Phil Barrett. The referee's going to check on Samuel. Could yet see a card here. 39th minute. 1-1. home Stockade FC. Yep, Phil Barrett gets a yellow. I think that's the right call.
I agree, Will.
Reckless challenge.
Nowhere near the ball.
Kingston yellow card number 20, Phil Barrett.
So yellow card in the first half for a central defender, never a good thing. He's going to have to be careful from here on out.
Well, we have a lot of substitutes that we can make, so we might see him come out in the second half.
It's true. In the NPSL, I believe it's 7 substitutes. With the schedule that they keep, it's not surprising because, again, these guys played Friday night on the road in Rhode Island. That chance is cleared well. Dom turns. He gets fouled by Jadilson. Trying to slow the counter. Creswick now putting it outside to Dylan Williams. Williams for the overlapping run. Steigerwald slides. He's not going to be able to keep possession though. Last 5 minutes of the half now. Probably won't see much in the way of stoppage time. Record number of people watching our stream now, 114 of you.
Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. We appreciate it.
Tweet it out, tell your friends. Dom now, back for Kozel. Gatti's able to turn. Ooh, pass skips through St. Louis. Good coverage there from Boston City. Phil Barrett will switch it up. Here's Williams. Back for Dom. Dom overtaken. Didn't know that man was behind him. Now Kozel has a little bit of room. Switches to Gatti. Gatti's first time forward here. He's got a great left foot. Let's see if he can get it in the box. He's got to cut it back. Couldn't control it. He does earn the foul. In the last game against New York Athletic Club, Juan Gatti was involved in 2 of the goals, getting up the left side, using that left foot of his to cross the ball into the box. We haven't seen it at all today.
No, he's been under way too much pressure, just trying to keep up.
Yeah, I almost wonder if Boston City has scouted Stockade FC and purposely is playing so many of those passes up to Juan Gatti's side. Here's the ball in from Kozel. It's a long one, back post. Dom goes up for it. Boston City wins it. Corey Phillips going for the second ball. No foul. It's out of play. Referee says it belongs to Stockade FC. Morais wants to know why there wasn't a foul. Bustamante, Morais. Good pressure there from Stockade. Anasta keeps it alive. Dom, now out to Gatti. Gatti rushed his cross and hits it right to the keeper.
He curved that just a little bit. He had help coming.
Kozel wins the header. Anasta drops it back. Gatti looking long. Headed away by Gabriel de Souza.
Handball.
And we have a handball against Boston City.
That was a handball.
Quick kick, Kozel. Dylan Williams. Tommy Steigerwald on the ball. Steigerwald will cross it in, far post. Corey Phillips is there. Nice ball in from Tommy Steigerwald, but Corey Phillips couldn't direct it down and on frame. Into the 44th, almost the 45th minute here, coming up on halftime. We hear there is more weather on the way, so we'll see what happens. Please,
Ominous.
yeah, please bear with us. If there is lightning in the vicinity, there will need to be a delay. We haven't seen any yet, but just keep in mind here that we're keeping it safe at Dietz Stadium in Uptown Kingston. Matt Dom tries to turn. Touch got away from him. Here's Bustamante. Waiting for help. Directing traffic. What a nice chip. Finds Guillermo de Souza, but he's not able to keep it.
I wish we could have anticipated that pass, given that he actually pointed to the guy he was going to pass to.
Gotti with a long clearance. Headed en route. This will be good for Stockade because here comes Dylan Williams one-on-one. Oh,
just turns
he
it
had
over.
2 players helping him. Missed them both. Now Janata with a lot of speed. Jamal Simmons smartly makes an early tackle. Is able to win it and win the throw. Janata not pleased. Really good play there from the captain.
Yeah, Jamal Simmons is a real professional back there, and he's going to be coaching this fall at SUNY Ulster, men's soccer coach.
Impressive. Yeah, a lot of these guys have quote-unquote real jobs. And there's the halftime whistle. 1-1 going in. I think it's actually a favorable result at halftime for Stockade FC, considering all the danger and possession that we saw from Boston City.
Oh, yeah, I agree, Will. That was really sent my heart racing. Just wave after wave of attack from Boston. But we absorbed most of it and did pretty well to get one ourselves.
Steve Skonechny doing really well in the back, controlling almost all of them. There was one that he lost, came off a deflection. Both goals scored off of rebounds.
Yeah, but that's the thing about goals is they all count the same. They don't have to be pretty.
Yeah, and you may see that there's a conference going on now between the 2 captains. That's Ronaldo Vieira and Jamal Simmons. The referee is talking to both team captains.
The score stands at 1-1. We are not going to have the youth teams playing small-sided games today due to impending weather conditions and turf conditions as well. Don't forget, you can purchase your Stockade FC gear at the merchandise table, including season passes, which include all remaining home games. Enjoy the half.
So it's halftime, folks. A good time to acknowledge our corporate partners here at Stockade FC, Dragon Search, Foursquare, Trailways. Andrea and I actually took Trailways here from Manhattan.
Yes, we had a delightful bus ride.
Delightful 2-hour bus ride from Port Authority to just about 100 yards here from Dietz Stadium.
And we hope they'll be taking us home later.
Yes, because if they don't, then, well, we're going to be
I guess
late.
we'll just be moving here.
Or late for work or something. Radio Woodstock 100.1, that's great new rock. The Bread Alone Bakery, Swarm, the app that turns every day into a game. And that's about it. Those are our sponsors.
Thank you, sponsors.
Yeah, we're going to take a little break, and we'll be back just before the start of the second half. Okay, so welcome back, those of you who are on the live stream. 96 of you right now. We have a special guest, Mike Preston. He's been doing some PR consulting for Boston City FC. Mike, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no, great. Thanks for inviting me on.
So tell us a little bit about the foundation of this club and sort of how Paulinho got involved.
Sure. Well, Renato Valentim, who's the club's owner, he owns a string of restaurants in Boston, or the Boston area, called Tavern in the Square, and he's the principal owner of the club. Paulinho is actually a part owner. And they're actually, they're actually good friends, business partners. So they brought this team on together. Obviously, Paulinho, with his experience, having played for Brazil at the national team level, great choice for coach. And it's a club that is kind of looking at the Boston market and saying, well, what can we do with soccer here? It's a slightly underserved market. Yes, you've got the Revs, but 40 minutes to the south. Up in the north part of Boston, where we play, the Malden, Everett area, there's a big Brazilian Portuguese community, and you probably see, and we have a very Brazilian influenced team. So it's good. And then I think the sky's the limit. They're looking at it and saying, well, do we stay at this level for a few years? Do we then say, do we want to go up? USL, NASL. Perhaps the sky's the limit in many sense.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I think we're seeing the same thing here at Stockade FC.
Right.
It's a young club. There's a lot of things still just getting pieces in place, but there's also a lot of ambition and a lot of hope for bigger things to come.
Right. Yeah, and it's great. I'm impressed with the setup here. It's great to see you guys. The fact that you've got a live stream going, and not just a camera pointing and panning and someone getting all the names wrong. But people obviously can't see this, but you've got the player names and numbers laid out, and it looks, I've been in a lot of broadcast booths. It looks good. It looks like you guys are doing it right. And then clearly, with some of the things we've seen from your ownership online with Twitter and Facebook, it's great. You can see that there's a lot of progressive stuff going on, and here today, despite the weather, a good 500 or so fans. Which is great.
That's really impressive too. I mean, you can tell that they've connected with the local community, and if it had been a nice weather day, we probably would have had packed stands all the way, another 850 or maybe more people here. What do you expect in the second half here?
Well, the story of our season really has been not being able to put the ball in the net. We created, for example, we played last week we played 9 on 11 because we had 2 red cards last week. We still dominated. We just couldn't score. We let in 2 late goals. So, from our point of view, it'll be a possession game for Boston City, and then really, the guys up front have got to put the ball in the net. What'll be interesting is I think I see it's not number 18, it's number 3, but we have a big striker, Yao Adao, a Ghanaian striker, who's actually the team's top scorer. They're resting him. He's had a bit of a knock, and we've got a Cosmos B away on Wednesday, so they don't want to injure him, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him come along. He's a big physical striker in what I call the English centre-forward mould. He'll mix it, he'll put himself about. But I think it's pretty evenly matched. Looking forward to a good second half.
Yeah, it should be. Mike Preston, thanks very much for joining us, and good luck with everything with Boston City.
Yeah, thanks. The same for you guys here as well. It's good to see, and we look forward to you guys coming up to Boston later in the season.
All right, take care.
Thanks.
All right, so we're just getting ready to start the second half here, on time.
I heard a yeehaw out in the crowd. We have a couple of hundred very soggy people here watching this game. They are hardcore.
I think they get the man of the match, woman of the match, people of the match award for being out here in this weather. The rain is coming straight down real heavy right now. Boston City just huddling up, and then we'll get started with the second half. Again, the score is 1-1 here. And now the referee is asking the Boston City goalkeeper to change his top. He has a black long sleeve top on. It looks very similar to the navy blue top that his teammates are wearing. So we're going to see they've asked for a change or maybe a penny. We're just going to pause here while they figure that out.
I want to give props to our listeners, our watchers on YouTube who pointed this out in the comments quite some time ago, that the Boston goalie's jersey is a problematic color. You guys were right. Way to go.
So if you're looking to come and see a Stockade FC game here in person at Dietz Stadium, you have a couple options coming up. We have on Saturday, June 13th, the New York Cosmos B will be here. On Wednesday, June 22nd, Boston City will be, oh no, that's a road game, sorry about that. And then Saturday, June 25th, against the Seacoast United Phantoms. That'll be here as well in Upper Kingston. So June 13th and June 25th, the next 2 home games for Stockade FC. Hope to see you here. And if not, you can always watch on YouTube as you're doing now. Royal blue penny over top of a navy, over top of a black long sleeve, and
okay,
apparently
that's unacceptable. Are we kidding?
That's gonna do the trick for the goalkeeper, and we're underway here.
Really?
As Matt Kozel sends it launching forward. There's a collision. Metellanasta and Vilbren St. Louis both look really kind of not good. They are getting up slowly. Anasta's up and walking. Vilbren St. Louis still sitting down, waiting for his trainer.
The Stockade coaching staff is still very skeptical about the goalkeeper putting a blue penny over a black jersey, considering his team is wearing blue. And the problem was they look too much alike. I don't really get it.
Anybody have an orange penny? I'm not talking to the crowd, so those of you at home, your orange pennies won't really help us.
I think the ball boys could help us out. They're wearing green.
I see one there, right?
I see one on the ground.
Yeah, ground, under
right on
that
the
table
ground.
in the middle. All right, let's play some soccer in the pouring rain.
This is going to be fun. We're going to have some slip and slide.
Do not see any halftime substitutions for either team. Victor Scariot now sending the ball forward. Morais wins the header. Good shielding there from Samuel Batista. Found out this is his debut for the club. Got the goal in the first half. There's Bustamante looking for a shot. It's blocked by Phil Barrett. Put back into the box, but headed out of play by Janata Batista. Now we have a green penny going on Victor Scariot.
Yay! Justice is served.
Now clearly we will see. They were going to try to give him a gray goalkeeper shirt.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? No.
Well, here it is. That's the turning point in the game right there for Stockade FC. If they can't take advantage of this green penny,
I'm hoping we can take advantage of the rain.
A lot of jousting going on for the ball. Both teams having trouble getting it down on the ground. It's the heaviest clip of rain we've had yet today.
Cats and dogs.
48th minute. Here's Matt Dom laying it back. He was offside, though. That's the third or fourth time I think Matt Dom's been offside in this game.
He's got to use those football lines to judge his runs. Take advantage of the field.
Yeah, that should be one advantage of having football lines on the field, is that you can see across where you are. So I'm not sure the schedule that I read to you earlier was correct. As I go on the website, I see that the next home game against Cosmos B is actually on June 18th. So apologies for that misinformation that I was reading off of a sheet here. Back to the action. Here's Janata. Quick turn. Egberto. Phil Barrett running it down into the corner, clearing it out. It'll be a Boston City throw. Berto with a cross. It's hard. Headed away by Phil Barrett. Phil Barrett's positioning has been very good today. He has been on the end of a lot of crosses. Here's Samuel turning. Cleared up to Corey Phillips. He holds, tries to flick it to Creswick, who's now back in a more advanced position. Unlike the sort of central midfield role we saw him in the first half. He's unable to flick it over Vilburn St. Louis. Oh, Boston City player just hit the ground. At midfield, no one near him. May have rolled his ankle. And so it'll be played out while he gets some attention. Can't see his number, but I believe it is Jadilson, the number 7. Gilson has come off the field on the far side. And now Stockade FC, very sportsmanlike, throws the ball back to the goalkeeper for Boston City. Scariot. Matt Dahm and Matt Kozel going up for it there. Got in each other's way. Boston City will have the throw. Egberto into Samuel, or Janata, I'm sorry. Egberto trying to win it. The clearance is blocked. Egberto still going for it. Running off his line to scoop it up is Steve Skonechny. Very long punt this time. Dom gets a foot on it, very nicely settled. Puts it through for Phillips.
And he crosses it.
Phillips into the center, and it's caught by the goalkeeper. Really nice touch from Matt Dahm there to bring that ball down. His pass, though, a little too heavy.
A little too far. Great idea, great direction, good decision making. Just need a little better execution there. At this point, maybe we should be shooting from further out too, Will.
Yeah, there's a lot of water on the field right now. I mean, it is draining pretty well, but it's wet, very wet. Missed clearance by Liz Simmons. Here's Moraes into Janata. Janata looking for the shot. Blocked by Phil Barrett. How many times have we said that today?
A bunch of times.
Thank you. Moraes is onside. It's Bustamante. Moraes sprays it out wide to Guillermo de Souza. Souza, he's got help. Here's a long cross in. Skonechny again grabs it. Really busy day for Steve Skonechny in the Stockade FC goal.
I'll tell you what, Will, I took some comfort from your interview with Mike Preston at halftime when you said that Boston's problem has been scoring, getting the ball in the net. They keep a lot of possession, they have a lot of shots, but it hasn't resulted in a lot of goals, and that's what we're seeing today. Hopefully for Stockade, the Boston will stay have trouble with scoring.
Yeah, Mike also mentioned that Patel Anasa just went down. Hard clearance went off his leg. Anasta's down, waiting for the trainer. Referee has not called the trainer yet. It may have got him in a sensitive area, which is pretty bad.
Looks like he needs a minute to walk it off.
Yes, collect his thoughts.
Matelanasta, my favorite player from last week.
Here's the throw in. This is the courtesy throw. Asking for him to play it back. Little conversation there between Ronaldo Vieira and Michael Kreswick, who was kind of cheeky and standing on the ball instead of just playing it back. Here comes a headed ball through. Kreswick trying to get around St. Louis. Boy, Vilbrin St. Louis is a real monster of a defender back there. Big guy, uses his body well. There's a ball down for Corey Phillips. That one he's going to get to. 2 men on him. Spins away, looking for the far post. Instead, it's out behind the goal for a goal kick.
Yeah, I'd like to see Corey Phillips go for the simpler pass. I mean, he did shake his defender, which was terrific, but then that cross was not on target.
So I don't know if y'all can hear the rain at this point, because we can audibly hear the rain.
It is loud.
It has somehow gotten even heavier than it was at the start of the second half. We're now into the 56th minute with the score knotted 1-1. Matt Dahm scored the goal for Stockade FC in the 16th minute, putting in a rebound of a Michael Kreswick header that hit both posts. And then Samuel Batista, making his debut for Boston City FC, scored on a rebound as well. The ball was blocked in front by Stockade FC. 25th minute, even the score. Shots have definitely been in favor of Boston City FC. There's a flick from
So
Phillips.
cheeky. So cheeky.
And St. Louis is forced to play it out for a corner kick. Nice play there from Corey Phillips, taking advantage of Michael Kreswick's speed. Matt Kozel, number 8, will take the corner for Stockade FC. Comes the service. Far post, Jamal Simmons goes up, not able to get it on goal. Dylan Williams also not able to keep it in play. Goal kick for Boston City. Again, the Boston City goalkeeper, Victor Scariot, is 18 years old. I think this is only his second appearance for the club. And he's had a good game.
He has, playing above his age limit.
His experience level, yeah. It's a big clearance by Egberto. Good play by Phil Barrett. Knock it away from Samuel. Bustamante looking for space. They're forced to go back, and Jadilson plays it out of play. There's Jonathan Batista. His pass is intercepted by Tommy Steigerwald. Boston City, again, looking menacing going forward. Egberto directing traffic. Gets it back. Oh, Jonathan now.
He stopped it right on the line there. I don't think that was out.
I'm just amazed at these fans. I've not seen anyone leave who decided to come out here today.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe how hard it's raining. It just got worse. Here we go.
Here comes Matelanasta. He's got some room. He's got Dylan Williams on his left side. Oh, the pass was too, the angle wasn't right. He needed to put it out a little wider for Dylan Williams. There will be a throw-in.
I think the crowd is now cheering for themselves because they are sitting through this rain. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Y'all at home, we appreciate you tuning in, but this crowd here, they are hardcore.
Still no wind, no sign of lightning or thunder, so that's good. Rain's coming pretty much straight down here.
I almost can't see the other side of the field. That's
Ooh,
how hard
the lights
it's
have
raining.
come on. Matt Kozel got away with one there as a player went flying. Through ball. Skonechny coming out. Janata managed to block that clearance partially. But a really good play by Steve Skonechny. As you were saying, playing off his line. And that did deflect off the Boston City striker. So it'll be a throw for Stockade FC. Here's Kozel. Kozel. Oh, there's a lightning strike, and we're going to go for a pause here, folks. Both teams are going to take a break. We'll wait for Jordan's call over the PA. As it looks like we're going to have a delay in the action. So now we do have to ask those fans, the wonderful fans here, to go take some cover while we make sure the lightning clears. We're also going to take a little break. See how long it is.
Mandatory 1 hour stoppage of play. To repeat, that's a 1 hour stoppage of play.
Well, that's a bummer, folks. I hope you all don't have anything else to do on this Sunday evening, because we will be resuming this game. We're in the 60th minute right now.
Correction, that's 30 minutes, not 1 hour.
There will be a 30-minute delay.
Stoppage of play.
30-minute delay. And if the
I don't know who's going to come back. I really hope they come back in 30 minutes.
Yeah, and it's a shame too, because if not for the weather, this was a really good game. I think, there were going to be more goals, and maybe we still will see them, but I would hate to see it called off here in the 60th minute with the score tied 1-1.
Yeah, I'm very hopeful that we'll be back in 30 minutes.
All right, well, thanks you all for joining. We'll talk to you again in a few. This is Will.
And Andrea.
For updates. Yes, sir. Ready to go.
Okay, everybody. Guess what? The lightning has moved off, and it is game
On.
Game on.
Game on, Will.
Game on. We only have about 6 players out on the field from Boston City, but you will shortly see both teams come back on the field here on the live stream. So those of you who tuned out and are not listening to us, please tune back in.
All right, we're up to 73 now.
Right.
Thanks to the 66 of you guys who stuck with us through the rain delay. I don't know what's wrong with y'all, but thank you.
No, it's all good. It's all good. And we think a bunch of the fans stuck it out in their cars, and they're going to come back out here too.
Yeah, the parking lot's still full. Nobody left.
And so to recap, anybody who's new to the live stream of this game, we've had about a 50-minute delay here for weather. Some lightning in the area has passed over. The score is 1-1 between the home Stockade FC and the visiting Boston City FC. First goal came from Matt Dom in the 16th minute as he put in a rebound. The ball was actually cleared off the line, I think, by Michael Bustamante. Hit Matt Dom right in the chest. And Boston City players were complaining. They thought maybe it should have been called back for a handball, but it counted. And then in the 25th minute, Samuel Baptista put in a rebound of a Bustamante shot that was deflected in front and came across the face of goal, leaving Bautista with an empty net, really. But, it'll take the teams a little while to warm back up again. Andrea, you too? Have you warmed back up?
I'm still warming up, Will.
Okay.
We
so
had a little break there.
How about some? Tell us something about our Stockade FC players. What can you tell
you
us?
want some fun facts?
Yes, please.
Okay, this is my favorite. Tom Steigerwald,
Yes.
or Steigerwald.
Tommy.
Tommy. We'll have to ask him after the game how he likes to pronounce his last name. He went cliff diving, or jumping. I shouldn't say diving. Cliff jumping. Yesterday.
Oh, was that yesterday?
Day before a game.
Oh, not. See, you shouldn't like.
Sorry, I'm calling him out. No.
You are calling him out.
But he
Seems
went
like
with a GoPro camera, which knocked him in the chin, which
Seems
he
like you're
posted on
judging.
Twitter. I
No need to
was
judge
amused.
or chastise.
Tommy, you're playing a great game. Be careful. Be careful out there when you're jumping off cliffs.
Especially on the day between games.
Yeah. Try to do that the day after the game.
But he also likes Sydney LaRue's Instagram, and
I
we
know.
love Sydney LaRue and her
That's
Instagram.
something Tommy and I have in common. We both really like Sydney LaRue's Instagram feed. It's curated. She's marvelous. He has good taste in Instagram. And I believe he also likes Shark Week.
So,
Don't we all?
again, the goals came from Matt Dom in the 16th minute, Sam Well in the 25th minute, and we are 1-1, just waiting for the teams to warm up, and we will resume play with about 30 minutes to go here. It was shaping up to be a pretty good game until the rains got a little too heavy, and then the lightning called it off there for about 50 minutes. If you missed our halftime interview with Michael Preston, he runs Preston Consulting PR group, and he's been working with Boston City FC. He was mentioning that Paulinha and the Boston City owner Renato Valentim are their partners in this venture, and they decided to start it in the Boston area, in part because of it's just such a big area with so many people interested in the game. Obviously, a lot of New England Revolution fans up there, and Boston City is now carving its path in the NPSL.
Yeah, well, NPSL is great for filling in the gaps in the geography. There's a lot of soccer at all different levels. Of course, we're big MLS fans, but not everybody has a team in your backyard. So come support Stockade FC. Come support Boston City if that's in your neighborhood.
Cool. So once again, we'll be trying to monitor the comments. Our Wi-Fi was a bit spotty in the first half, so we weren't able to monitor those quite as much as we wanted. I think we will start again in the 60th minute here, probably in another 5 minutes or so. So bear with us, and we will resume the action shortly.
Hold on to him. Just hold on to him. What? Yeah, don't.
Okay, so we're just about ready to get the action started again. We do have one substitution for Boston City. That is number 10, Homero Moraes, being replaced by number 14, Daniel Souza. Moraes was very dangerous in the first half. We'll see if he comes back. I think they do allow re-entry.
Really?
I'm not sure if it's like college or not. I knew they get more subs than a regular FIFA match because of the schedule that they keep. But I'm not sure about re-entry. Although I don't see Moraes on the sideline there. He's not among the players in pennies for Boston City FC. So that may be the end of the afternoon for Homero Moraes. He was quite dangerous in the first half.
Very threatening. Lots of chances.
But they have lots of other weapons, as we saw. Certainly the two Batistas, Jonata Batista and Samuel, both with a number of chances. Samuel scored the goal in the 25th minute. Now it'll be interesting to see, that doesn't look like there's as much water on the field. It's dried out a little bit. Should be a little more under control. We can actually see the far side of the field because it's not pouring down rain, so that's nice.
That helps. Definitely helps. Yeah, I hope Stockade FC took this time to regroup, talk about strategy, talk about playing the ball to feet.
Yeah, it's interesting to have that 60-minute effort and then such a long break. Lots of opportunity for the coaches to make adjustments.
We'll see if there's a change in tactics in the second half.
We just love that we've got people all over the country and even internationally watching. I know that we had Simon over in Manchester, England watching us, which we really appreciate, and Helen out in California, who's watching her husband, Jadilson Vieira, number 7.
Hi, Helen. Thanks for watching.
So we're going to have a drop ball to start play again because the play was stopped right in the middle of the action. So we'll see how they play this. The referee is waiting here. It'll be the 60th minute again. Scores tied 1-1. The home Stockade FC in white with orange socks. If you're joining us late here or didn't see the first 60 minutes. And we're underway. Boston City politely knocks it back into Stockade FC's end for a throw-in.
They've been very polite today. This has been a very civil game so far.
I think it's going to be interesting to see who gets back into it, like sort of into the rhythm of the game quicker. Such a weird break for players to go almost an hour without playing and sitting still in a car. or a bus.
Yeah. Well, we spoke with team owner Dennis Crowley at halftime. During the break, and he said that his guys are psyched up. They want to play.
Yeah, they definitely want to
win
finish this game. Yeah. There's Jamala Simmons looking on the ground for Corey Phillips. Creswick as well, looking for Phillips. There's Jadilson on the ball, turning away, looking through. Jamala Simmons cuts it out, and Matt Kozel heads it back to Juan Gotti. Gotti out to Michael Anasta. Into Dylan Williams. Dylan now finding, he had Matt Dom's run, but it didn't get quite there. Egberto cut it out. It's Jonata trying to keep it in. He's unable to. Here's Tommy Stiegelwald. He's going to look long. Comes off the outside of his boot and out of play. Again, this is that readjustment period as the players try to get back into the rhythm of the game, try to get their heart rate up. And we've got a foul now on Egberto. Called against Egberto. It'll be Stockade FC ball. Corey Phillips was knocked to the ground. Here's Dylan Williams. Back for Phil Barrett. Barrett over to Gotti. Gotti looking through for Michael Creswick. So in the first half, we saw Michael Creswick playing as a center midfielder. He's usually in a traditional number 9 role as the furthest forward on the team. It looks like he's back there now with Matt Dom sliding back into the right midfield and Dylan Williams into his more natural attacking midfielder position.
Yeah, I'm liking it so far. Especially Dylan Williams is distributing the ball really nicely. He seems to have some good ideas and good spacing.
As he finds Matt Kozel. Switch to Simmons. He's going to go out for Dom. Dom on the right, cuts it inside. He's got Dylan Williams. Now out to Anasta on the left wing. Gotti overlapping. Here's the ball to Gotti. Short cross, looking at the near post. Punched away. Boy, Dylan Williams had a good look at goal. That ball just got up a little high on him.
I think we've got some soccer breaking out.
We do. We do. Dylan Williams' shot goes high, but it's nice to see the home team put together a nice long possession and get a chance out of it. Good header there by Tommy Stiegerwald. Now we've got a foul on Jamal Simmons. As Janata tumbles. The other thing the players have to keep in mind now is even though there was a long break, there's not a lot of time left in this game. I mean, it's 25 minutes or so, maybe 27, but I think this last portion is going to go by quickly.
Yeah, the team that can get it together quicker can get that goal and win this.
Jadilson chipping it in. Janata centers it. Oh, boy, that was an interesting no call as Samuel's shirt was tugged. Here's Creswick out on the left, looking through for Anasta. He's got wheels, but he's not able to get there. Nice play by Victor Scaria to get off his line and steal that pass away. Boy, I think Boston City had a case there for the foul on Samuel, but ref said play on. Here's Vilbrin St. Louis, who's been very, he was not happy with that pass there, but he's been very difficult to get around. Gotti. Creswick flicks it. Here's Anasta. He can't bring it down. The flag is up. The referee just noticed, and we'll have an offside call now. That was on the flick from Creswick, looking for Anasta. We could hear Boston City coach Paulinho calling the referee's attention to that flag that was raised.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little disappointed that Pook couldn't come back after the break in rain. We have no drums, but we can hear the coaches yelling very clearly now.
Yes, we can. Pook, of course, the percussion orchestra of Kingston. They provide great atmosphere at the games, and boy, they sounded great earlier, but unfortunately we don't hear or see them at this time.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of rain. They were heroic for being here today. Bravo.
Here's Ronaldo Vieira up to Michael Bustamante. Nice turn to get away from Kozel. Into Jadilson. Egberto back to Bustamante. Jadilson. Good ball movement here from Boston City. Corey Phillips is able to steal and turn away. Here goes Anasta. He was able to peel it off of St. Louis. He's got some work to do yet. D'Souza defending. Pokes it away and clears it. Really nice defense there from number 2, Guillermo D'Souza. Boston City looking to counter. The ball goes out of play before Samuel can get to it.
I'm not sure what Anasta was supposed to do there. Boston was playing some good defense, and they really had all his options covered.
Long clear up. Creswick will try to chase this down. It's not played well there by Gabriel D'Souza. Creswick 1 against 2. He's getting held off by St. Louis. Oh, and now Corey Phillips comes in and cleans it up. Wow. Big defensive error there from Boston City. Wilburn St. Louis was doing a great job of shielding Michael Creswick. And who came along but Corey Phillips with a calm chip over the goalkeeper. Creswick was 1-on-2. St. Louis holding off Creswick. They both fall down, and Corey Phillips comes in, chips it over the keeper. 2-1, Stockade FC.
Stockade goal, number 7, Corey Phillips.
That was excellent composure from Corey Phillips to read the situation and take advantage.
It's his 2nd goal of the season.
Now if we can just hold on for a couple more minutes. How much time is left, Will?
Well, we're in the 69th minute, so a little over 20 minutes remaining.
Whew, that's still a lot of time.
So I hope if you were at the game that you're joining us now on the live stream. And if you have Twitter, we encourage you to tell others that this live stream is here. Tweet out the link so more people can see the exciting conclusion of this game. We've got about 20 minutes to go here at Dietz Stadium.
Still plenty of soccer to play. And this crowd is getting into it well. They are supporting their team. We are winning. They're getting loud.
There's not many here, but they are diehard fans, and they are definitely pumped to have the lead here late in the game.
I think they're pumped, too, that the rain stopped.
Yes. Yes, we are all thankful for that. Now we have a substitution. This is one that we anticipated Yeah. See Corey Phillips getting some instruction from George Visvari.
Can you hear what he's saying?
I cannot.
Oh. George Visvari is not projecting quite as loudly as Boston City's coach.
Yes, and his back is to us. Here comes Egberto. Trying to dribble. Ball's blocked by Matt Dom. Takes it in the solar plexus. Janata spins away. Nice dribbling. There's a steal. Michael Kreswick. He's got Dylan Williams into space. He's one-on-one. Can he get a shot away? Nice dribbling move. Dylan Williams. Shot. Saved by the keeper. Foot save from Victor Scariot. That's exactly what Stockade FC needed to do. Boston City started throwing numbers forward, and they were very dangerous on that counter. Dylan Williams with some good speed. Great pass into space from Michael Kreswick, and he put a good shot on goal.
You might say he did everything but score, Will.
He did everything right.
He did everything right.
Except score. It's a very key part of that phrase.
So I guess there was one thing not quite right.
I would also expect to see Stockade FC looking for opportunities to slow the game down. Egberto, plenty of time. Misses his mark. Corey Phillips playing pretty deep there.
Not a great touch.
Steals it. Gatti moves around a man. Centers it for Williams. It's picked off. Daniel Souza with that play. Here's Bustamante looking for Adao. Chairman.
The chairman.
Steigerwald with an overhead kick.
Oh, and almost keeps it in.
Just out of bounds there.
He gets points for style.
Yes. Janata heads it on. Jamala Simmons clears it. Yeah, Corey Phillips has fallen back as like a second stopper here. Maybe even a central back.
Wow. Deep in there.
Well, he was a defensive player of the year, right, in college? Didn't you tell me that?
Did I, Will? Did I? Yes, I did. That's right. He was the defensive player of the year, 2010.
For which conference? Do you know?
AMCC.
Okay. What college?
And he was at Mediale College, Mediae. I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Jadilson slammed that ball down after the play there. Michael Bustamante went down under a tackle from Matt Dom. No foul was called. Boston City thought one should have been called. And the referee is just waiting until things calm down a little bit. It's going to be Stockade FC ball.
A lot of discussion in front of the Boston City bench.
Yeah, the fans are calling for a card against the Boston City bench. The referee wants the Boston City bench to let her do her job. And Corey Phillips will have a free kick here.
I think Boston City is lucky to still have their coach on the field right now.
Yes.
They're pushing it.
Definitely
Looks
pushing
like
it.
They've got one more chance.
Oh, now she's pointing. I think she's now, looks like she's going to send off Palinha. There are no red cards given to coaches, folks, but you can send the coach off the field. So Palinha now is being asked to leave the bench area. We could have a longer delay here. He doesn't seem to want to leave. The fourth official pointing to the parking lot. Boston City is a team that last game got 2 red cards, and now in this game has had a coach sent off. Tempers flaring. Here's Dylan Williams. Goes for the Meg. Didn't quite work out. Bustamante looking long. Janata's on his horse looking for it. Looks like he kept it in. Janata one-on-one. He's dangerous. He crosses to the back post. Look who's there. It's Yao Addo with the header and a goal. Boston City ties it up, and he slides over right by the 4th official. Boy, Boston City very fired up here, folks. That was a great play by Janata, getting down the left wing, cutting it back to his right foot, crossing it to big Yao Addo. No mistake on the header. He powered that into the far corner. Tie game, 77th minute. Let's see how Stockade FC responds. Looks like Paulinho did find his way up into the stands.
I'm not sure that counts.
Well, we'll see. The goal counts, that's for sure.
The goal definitely counts.
If Paulinho getting sent off, fired his team up.
I feel like we've seen this strategy before, Will, where the coach will throw a big fit to try and fire up his players, even if it costs him his presence at the game.
Yeah, motivational
Definitely
tactic.
seen that before.
Yeah, and in MLS at least, that means the coach can't sit on the bench for the next game. So we'll see if that's the case in NPSL as well. Looks like we're going to have another substitution coming up. Oh, here's Addo down the right wing. He muscles off Jamal Simmons. His shot is just over the bar. It rattles off the net. No goal. Went over the bar. Hit, I believe, the football upright. But boy, Addo is a handful. In most of their games, he had started and come off the field in the second half. He's been fresh. He's not played. He didn't play at all before the delay. So he's got all his energy and all his power. There's Corey Phillips flicking it on now for Creswick. Addo wins it. Bustamante. Phillips makes a steal. Dylan Williams looking for Anasta. Ooh, big speed, and he takes a really hard tumble onto the track. Vilbrin St. Louis came across to play the ball. Mattel Anasta at full speed ran into St. Louis, and we could hear his body hit the track from here on the opposite side.
I used to run track, Will, and when you take a tumble on it, it does not feel good.
Tension's still running high on both sidelines. So we wait for Mattel and Asta to get some treatment. They stopped the play, so he's got to come off the field, at least temporarily. We've got subs for both teams waiting to come in. For Boston City, it'll be number 24 coming on. That's Pedro da Silva. Watching that play again with St. Louis. I'm not sure he played the ball, and it is a foul. I think we saw a card given to St. Louis as well, a yellow card to Vilbrin St. Louis for that tackle on Mattel and Asta, who's still off the field at the moment after getting treatment. Got a delay here. Darren Gomez was waiting to come on as a sub, but he's now back over by the bench. I think what Stockade FC would like the player to be able to re-enter the field. Fourth official now asking the referee to come over. So the referee has to wave Mattel Anasta back on, which she has not done yet. Matt Kozel is on the ball. This is a good scoring opportunity here for Stockade FC. They got to get a chance at goal here with just under 10 minutes remaining. Wide open at the back post is Dylan Williams. He was set for it, powered it down, but off target. Great service there from Matt Kozel. Unfortunate not to get a shot on goal. Here's Boston City. Nice back heel there from Janata. Jamal Simmons moving in on Addo. He's knocked to the ground. Boy, Addo is really strong on the ball. It was Samuel Batista who was subbed out for Pedro da Silva, number 24 coming on for Boston City. No substitution was made by Stockade FC at that time. Darren Gomez is still ready to come on if needed. Here's a cross to the back post. Addo is there again, but this time he's offside. '83rd minute. We will have some stoppage time. Here's Anasta. Hard tackle. Both players seem to be all right. Here's Stigewald. Looking on the ground. It's too far. Gabriel D'Souza giving plenty of time and space. Tommy Stigewald heads it up. Dylan Williams.
He's just everywhere.
Yeah, Dylan Williams really playing
He's
well
covering
here.
the whole field.
It's another substitution now for Boston City. Number 13, Ralph Angrand, comes on for Wilbur and St. Louis in the back. St. Louis carrying that yellow card. When you got the subs, you might as well use them.
Here's Dylan Williams again.
Yep. Hard tackle. Goes out of play. It'll be Stockade FC ball. Boy, the way the players are tackling here, you can just see the intensity on the field. Both teams really want 3 points here, not just one.
Yeah, they're not going to be satisfied at this point. I think a little while ago we thought maybe a tie might be a good result here, but they've been ahead and they want the win.
Gabriel D'Souza over to Egberto. Now Daniel Souza looking long for Yao Addo. Phil Barrett covering behind. Jonata again gets free. Matt Kozel fouls him. Kozel says it wasn't that hard of a foul.
Yeah, he definitely got 100% of the man, though, and none of the ball, so.
Free kick for Boston City. Michael Bustamante on the ball.
We've seen him place it wherever he wants.
Short pass now. Gets it back. He's going to shoot. It's not on target. He went short to Ronaldo Vieira, but the pass back to him was bouncing a little bit. He couldn't get it down and under control. Flicks it on, tries to get it back. No foul. Anasta switches it. Wangati one-on-one, trying to find some space. Slips it in for Anasta. New man on Ralph Angrand makes that play defensively. Wins the throw for Boston. Bustamante back to Angrand. His clearance is blocked. 87th minute. We'll see. It'll be very interesting how much stoppage time is given. Here's Gatti. Looking in the middle to Dylan Williams. He turns. Looks for Phillips. Anasta now, trying to get the ball under control. Takes his eye off it. Boston's able to make the play. Bustamante now looking to switch it. Jamal Simmons wins that header. Pedro da Silva now heads it down. Gatti can't find a teammate. Ooh, found a man on the right side. That's Bustamante. He's running at the defense. Look who's wide open. It's Janata on the left flank. He wants it. Makes a nice move. Turns back. Big save. Steve Skonechny at the near post. Janata Batista with a very good chance. Here's Bustamante again, running at the defense. He's got room. Gatti gets down. Now Dylan Williams with a late challenge. Got a piece of the man. Play on for advantage, says the referee. Janata's cross is blocked. Ronaldo's tackle. Ronaldo is tackled by Michael Creswick. No foul on that one.
The bodies are just flying out there.
Yeah, the players are really, there's a little bit of recklessness on both sides of the ball here. Hopefully nobody gets hurt.
These guys really want it badly, and they'll take out anyone in their way. I think they're almost a little too fired up right now. Well,
yeah, we're up to the 89th minute. Now we're going to see a substitution for Stockade FC. Darren Gomez now looking to come on. Some fans are starting to get up an organic pook, stomping on the bleachers.
Stadium is well suited to making a percussion instrument.
Foul was on Stockade FC. Referee originally pointed the other way. Now Dylan Williams is chasing. Bustamante glides by him. Now by Liz Simmons. He's got it on his right foot and he puts it underneath the keeper. Boston City FC has taken a shocking 3-2 lead in the 90th minute. And now Stockade FC are the ones complaining to the referee.
That's a heartbreaker.
Boy, but Bustamante, again, he's been the man all day for them. Always on the ball, always finding room to dribble. And this time, he got his shot on target.
Stockade substitution, number 21, Derek Gomez on for number 24,
Now it's going to be critical to Stockade. How much time are we adding? There's been a lot of shenanigans.
A lot of shenanigans.
Stopped clock. We could be seeing another 5 minutes, I hope.
Could be as much as 5 minutes. Let's see. Darren Gomez just came on. We've got a whole bunch of Stockade FC players lined up, ready to bomb forward. Yeah. Matt Kozel plays it down the right flank.
Can Gotti get there?
That was Steigerwald, and it was. I thought that. I think Kozel was a little too rushed. He shouldn't have played that ball so quickly.
Yeah.
Didn't give his guys time to get down there. Almost like a Hail Mary pass in American football. We've not seen the referee put up the minutes yet for stoppage, but we just got to the 90th minute. Now there's a foul against Boston City.
In a great position.
Who's going to take this? Usually Matt Kozel would be on the ball here. Oh, it's going to be a throw. Okay, so it was not a foul. It's going to be a throw. Tommy Steigerwald has it. Finds Kozel. And there's an offside call. At this late stage in the game, you'd like to see something better than that from that deep throw-in.
It looked like a set piece that they'd planned, but you would hope that he would be onside when they execute it.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
Okay, we are into stoppage time now. Again, I think I'm just about to see the board go up here. It's an analog board.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. There will be 4 minutes.
Here's Janata. He's got time and space. Ooh. Tommy misses the clearance. Tommy Steigerwald. Boston City players screaming at Janata Batista to stand on that ball and waste time. Now he leaves it for a teammate. Referee wants them to hurry it along.
This is where the game management begins.
Boy, after not giving up a goal in their first 3 home games, Stockade FC has now given up 3 in this match against Boston City. Here's the throw. Somehow Boston City lost track of Janata. He takes a tumble, no foul.
Oh, now we've got the injuries with the rolling.
Janata is down on the ground. Stockade FC has no intention of playing this ball out of play. Matt Dom tries to head it in the middle. Dylan Williams going to fight for it there. Michael Kreswick is on it. Oh, could have been an advantage there. Instead, it'll be Stockade FC ball. Dylan Williams tries to put it back in play quickly. He was not at the spot of the foul. It's got to come back to there. Here's Kozel. We've got 1:30 gone if I've got the start of stoppage time correct. So there's still 2.5, maybe 3 minutes left. Boston City's going to ready another substitution. Again, they've got him. Kozel's got to get this ball into the danger area. I would think he's going for Corey Phillips or Michael Kreswick.
Or maybe Liz Simmons there in the middle.
Liz Simmons has a smaller marker on him. That's Ronaldo Vieira, matched up one-on-one with Jamal Liz Simmons. There's the header. It's wide. Goal kick. Janata made his way all the way back up to the middle, and it's game over. We did not see 4 minutes of stoppage from my clock, but maybe the stoppage started a while before he was able to show that 4 minutes.
While he was arranging the sign to show that there was 4 minutes.
But we've got a final whistle here.
Wow.
After a very dramatic and controversial ending, it will be Boston City 3, Stockade FC 2. First home loss for Stockade FC, and now these two teams are tied in the standings with 10 points apiece.
That's a heartbreaker. Like I said, Will, I think Stockade was really spunky today. I thought they reacted well in the weather. They absorbed a lot of pressure with Boston coming at them with a multifaceted attack, and they'd almost tasted victory, and then to have it taken away at the end there, it was really rough.
Yeah, it's one of those games where you have to say, are you not entertained? Because there was a lot going
it had
on.
Everything.
The fans here can't be too disappointed with the quality of the theater that they saw. Obviously, they can be disappointed with the result.
It was some good soccer. We saw a ball hit both posts and then not go in, and then get knocked in on the rebound.
Yeah,
I mean, how often does that happen?
Yeah, some really dramatic stuff. Yao Addo, the Ghanaian forward, came on. He scored a huge goal to tie the game at 2-2. And then Michael Bustamante, for me, the player of the game. He just had another great dribble run, running at the defense, opened up his right foot, and probably scored from 20 yards. Got the ball to skip underneath Steve Skonechny.
Stockade FC's next match is on Saturday, June 11th in Gorham, Maine, where they'll be facing the Seacoast United Mariners. Stockade's next home game is on Saturday, June 18th at 2 p.m. right here in Dietz Stadium, where they'll be going head-to-head with the New York Cosmos B. To see the full Stockade FC schedule, go to stockadefc.com. From all of us here at Kingston Stockade FC, safe travels home.
And for those of you who watch this game live on YouTube, we want to thank you as well. Thanks to the operations chief, Kale Kapelishan, and our MC, Jordan Koche, our producer, Dan Stone, our cameraman, Chris Short, and to everybody here at Stockade FC, all the volunteers, all the fans. Really a fun night, fun day out. And Andrea?
Yeah, we were glad to be able to join y'all for this day. Sorry about the result, but it was a great game. Good soccer. Local soccer.
Yeah, and we hope you can get up here to see a game in Kingston, Dietz Stadium. Next opportunity is June 18th against the league-leading New York Cosmos B. June 18th, 2 o'clock. That's a Saturday. Hope to see you here. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks very much.